everybody, it's your girl Sophie Soph back here on Sophia's Football Talk to, of course, do a reaction of the preseason friendly game between Arsenal and Man United. Unfortunately, your girl was not able to watch that live, middle of the night. I was like, you know what? We'll just have to watch it when we wake up. So I literally watched the whole game, the whole replay while I had my breakfast, wrote down my notes, and we got some stuff to talk about. The game ended in 2-1 to Arsenal, with Man United winning the penalty shootout, which kind of was planned ahead of it. But there are some maybe positive to take away, but there's also some negatives that need to be mentioned. So before we fully start to talk about the game, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see. Alright? Is it just me or does it look quite dark here? Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can turn the lights up a little bit more. There we go. It looked a little bit dark. I think that's a little bit better. But yeah, get the likes up, like I said. Of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. And indeed, feel free to join the SFT membership. We've got some lovely feedback on the content lately, so you guys seem to be liking it, so that's great. We're going to continue, of course. But yeah, big up to Eddie who posted this almost an hour ago. Says big up Sofia, dropping a like. Didn't expect much from this game. Hope Ten Hag can actually practice some more proper tactics in future. Oh, I hear you, Eddie. Big up to you. Make sure you do subscribe to Eddie's YouTube channel. Eddie's Football Waffle does incredible animation. So yeah, big up to Terrence. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. But yeah, so this game. The starting 11 was basically Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Lenny Oro, Harry Maguire, Harry Amas, the youngster left back, Casemiro, of course, captain, Toby Collier alongside him in that midfield. Ahmad on the right, you have Mason Mount as well, Rashford, and Rasmus Hojlund. Ooh, Nick asks, curious, did United ever have that blue shirt you're wearing? Oh yeah, this is a relaunch of this away kit that we had from the 1988 till 1990 um, period. So yeah, so Man United have been long wearers of a blue kit, especially when it comes to away kits. That's been a thing for several decades, and I do have several in my collection, and will of course be getting more. Big up to TJ Warren. Pew 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 pew. Hope you're doing well, mate. Subscribe to TJ's channel as well. I saw you were at the game, mate. Hope you had a good time. Of course, I mean y'all won, but glad that you were there and you enjoyed yourself. So hope that you are well as well, broski. Just says Arsenal looked like an 8 out of 10 team. United looked 3 out of 10. A lot of work to be done. So let's talk about it. So we'll talk about the highlights. In the 9th minute, we had Hojlund with a great goal, may I add. Okay, in the 9th minute. Very similar to a goal that he had against Galatasaray in the Champions League. Like he has those type of goals in his repertoire, 100%. Great assist by Rashford. Unfortunately, in the 14th minute, so basically, 5 minutes after he scored that goal, he had to be subbed out due to an injury, a knock. Might be more so precaution potentially. I hope that he's going to be fine. We'll probably be able to hear more sometime today. Maybe most likely we might hear something more tomorrow, is what I reckon. But hey, so Hannibal came in. Was Hannibal doing very well? No. I just feel like with Hannibal, like I like Broski's spirit, but he's not it. He's not what we should be having at Man United. No bueno, not at all. Like it's not it. Respectfully, it's not it. Yeah. Big up TJ, big up. In the 25th minute, we had Arsenal with the goal, equalizer, Gabriel Jesus, and Ethan Waneri. Finally, I figured out this name. Wonderful last name, by the way. Assist, but technically, man, that was offside. But you know what? Hey, it ain't their fault. There wasn't VAR or anything like that. Goal stood. So that was 1-1. Okay. And they did their thing for sure because I felt like we started off well, decently at least in the first few minutes. But as we kind of know with Man United under Ten Hag, we don't really be having like amazing games overall. It'll be like maybe the first opening minutes can be very good, or first half, or maybe will be very good in second half and trash in first. Like there's not really an overall consistency of just being good in general. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So I felt like Arsenal grew more and more into the game. Um, we also had another injury that took place, and this just proves we need more depth for sure. We have to get more players in. So Lenny Yoro had to be subbed off due to what looks to be an ankle injury, but I'm a bit unsure. Once again, it's also been, of course, reported. We have to wait and see until we hear more in the next 24 hours. Reece Bennett got subbed in for him in that particular incident in the 34th minute. We were definitely getting, you know, dominated in a lot of ways, especially second half when we made a lot of more changes for sure. It was a bit frustrating. But before we talk about that, though, and at least when it comes to my first half thoughts, injuries, quite concerning. 100% very concerning. Hojlund looked up for it. I feel like the momentum definitely died down for United once he got subbed off, and especially as well once Euro also had to get subbed off. It was like it's done now, you know. Toby Collier though had a very good game. I felt like he looked good. Mount looked alright. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit there and say like, oh, but like, okay, there were moments where I was thinking, okay, okay. I still do, like I always be saying, I often be forgetting that he is a Man United player until I suddenly see, like, let's say I'm on Instagram or Twitter, and then suddenly I see his face, you know, and I see him in a Man United kit. I'm like, oh yeah. Or you be talking to somebody like on streams and people mention his name, like, oh, yeah, he does play for Man United. You know, that's a shame that it is at this point, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I hope that he can show up. I hope that he can be very good this season because I have no problem with wanting to be proved wrong. I don't care about being right. I don't. Just because I, don't really rate him that much doesn't mean that I wouldn't be happy if he does very well because that will help my team out. I want you to do well. I hope you do well. I just don't really fully see where you fit. But hey, you never know. You never know. Harry Amas on the left hand side, the left back role, growing more and more into it. And still, of course, quite young, I believe 17 now, but has a bag of potential. And like, especially when it comes to like that first game against Rosenborg, he was kind of cooked a lot, looked a bit scrappy. Yeah, he's 60. No, I mean 17. He looked a bit scrappy, but grew was better against Rangers. And then in last night's game, I do think that he looked all right. He looked good in my opinion. Casemiro, bless his heart, the way he kind of got spun around certain times, I was like, oh, I still really want Casemiro to just turn it around and I just feel like there's something in me that kind of refused to believe that this drop off of when he first came here, the first 8 months, like guy was cooking. And it's just, oh my God, it is very sad to see. Extremely sad to see how he's just fallen off a cliff. And I've been saying like I kind of changed my mind and said like, you know what? I would, if he stays, I'm not gonna throw a fit. But you know, if we can't get some money, I ain't gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. And there are a couple of players that gotta go. Hannibal, Broski, gotta go. Maggie, gotta go. McTominay, who came in second half, gotta go. So the players that came in second half. Before I talk about them, let me read some more of your comments. McGuire looked like a clown in the circus tent. Woo, Terrence. Ay, ay, ay. Nick says, I'm not a United fan, just decided to watch a streaming, but I love Ronaldinho, by the way. Thank you. Big up to you. We don't just do Man United streams. Like, we do a lot, but we also do content in regards to other teams as well. So, would love to hear what team you do support, though, Nick. And thanks for the support regardless. Say says, being objective, both teams look good, but there's no shame admitting Arsenal better. Exactly. I have no problem with saying, you know what? There was levels to this. Quality, not fully there from us throughout. There were some good moments. Let's not get twisted. But overall, unfortunately, we are still not there being able to compete with the likes of Arsenal, with the likes of City. We're not there yet. We're not. So we have a job to do, 100%. But this will take some time. This won't be this window and then we're done. We need to have at least 2, 3 more windows before we can be like, yeah, you know. So this will probably be more. So like for me, I would have, of course, like since this is Ten Hag's third season, realistically, you would want this to be like now we're gonna push through. But since we had that setback from the second season, we're kind of like now several. We took the first season, we took 2 steps forward, or 1 step forward maybe, and then last season, the season that just went, we ended up taking 3 steps back. To be fair, when we ended up finishing 8th, yes, we won a trophy, but we still finished 8th. So we took several steps back, and we have a way to go. We have a long way to go for sure. Big up Georgie, hope you're doing well. Miles better. Okay. Big up Mustafa. What less the player words signing for fantasy football? I fell out of fantasy football. I always do. I start off well and then I fall off midway through the season. But we need to definitely update, and we will be having a fantasy league going on, maybe with the price as well. We'll see. We'll see. Collier, Emma's talent coming through. Oh yeah. I think for me, Collier needs to definitely get promoted for sure. Emma's, I wouldn't mind. So we have to wait and see. Nick says, I'm not from the UK, so I don't tie myself to one team. I like to watch Liverpool and City in the last few years, but years before, I used to love watching Spurs and Chelsea too. Also, you don't really have a team. Okay. As long as you don't have, like, it will be, if it's more so like, okay, I support City, I support Liverpool, I support that, then I'll be like, okay. But if it's more so like, I just love watching football and I just watch it, I might not just have a team, then hey, potato, potato, I hear you. So in the second half, we had some changes being made. Big up, by the way, Ravi. Get the likes of people. Evans came in, McTominay, Eriksen, Oyedele, Anthony, Sancho, Wheatley, and Murray also got subbed in, while Onana, still kind of stayed in goal. I believe he's still more players that have. I think Fish as well. Probably might be more. Onana, I felt like had some moments where he was making some good saves, but the guy is a lunatic. We will talk about the penalty shootout that took place, because that guy is a madman. But hey, it is what it is. Arsenal in the 80th minute got a goal. Martinelli, I think, cooked our right back who we had. Can't remember who was the right back who came in for us, but regardless, one of the very youngsters. Ooh, he definitely cooked. Good goal. I feel like we could have defended a lot better if we're going to be honest, but it is what it is. And then, Skelly assist, one of the Arsenal youngsters. Felt like Ethan Waneri looked very good. Big up to him. He did his thing, for sure, for sure. And Martinelli looked good when he came in. So, hey. But I felt like overall, like in the second half, Anthony got to go. McTominay got to go. Eriksen probably will be going as well. I think he's been linked with, if he wants to go, then Anderlecht are interested. I've been also hearing Ajax, so that could happen. Lindelöf did not, he was not in the squad for this game. It looks to be that he probably will be leaving. I've been hearing that Jose Mourinho, Fenerbahce wants him. Makes sense. I mean, Jose Mourinho was the one that got Lindelöf to Man United back in, like, I think 2017. So, hey, it would make sense, being reunited with Fred. I think that could be a very good move. And that wouldn't be so bad, Maybe helping Fenerbahce win the league after being so close again, but falling just too short against Galatasaray. Pick up Ridwan, hope you're doing well. Anthony and McTominay don't add. Did they ever? I mean, McTominay is one team, but Anthony he is a one-trick pony. Pick up to Gary, one of our members. If you want to become a member yourself, the link is in the description box. You get a customized badge next to your name, customized emojis, and also being able to, when it comes to call-in shows, just like we had yesterday, being able to kind of get ahead in the queue and more added minutes on the clock. And we will be starting some exclusive content for the members as well. So it's just another way to support the Sofia's Football Talk channel. Yeah, big up Coach Connor, we're doing well. What if you play Eriksen at 10? The thing is, I wouldn't mind that, but I also think I think Eriksen has just not been the same since his injury, like over a year ago. He just hasn't been the same, unfortunately. I feel bad, but he haven't been the same. He just hasn't. So I think with Eriksen, we just gotta let it go. Ooh, Santi Awona just reported that an agreement has been reached with Masraoui. Ooh, thank you. Let me double check that. Let me see it on Twitter if I search Masraoui. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna be having obviously transfer news show that will be coming on Tuesday. We can see if there's been any updates. I don't see anything. You said something. What is his name? Santi Iwoni? Awona. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Santi, the journalist. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it. 16 minutes. Oh, thank you. Exclusive. Manchester United reached today verbal agreement to sign Naswat Masraoui from Bayern Munich. Masraoui already said yes to Man United, only missing an agreement on personal terms between West Ham and Aaron Bissaka. Man United and West Ham have already settled an agreement for him. Interesting. Okay, we probably will be hearing like Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein coming out with it as well. But yeah, thank you, Ridvan. Yeah, that's the guy that sent DJ. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. We'll see. If we get Masraoui, you're gonna miss Aaron Bissaka. I mean, Aaron Bissaka, I forgot even mentioning him. He did play. But like I just feel like with Wambi, I will always love Wambi. Okay, we've had some good times, Wambi, but I've been kind of having like this roller coaster with Wambi as well throughout the years. But I just gotta let it go. Oh, there he did post it. Ridwan, thank you. Yeah, he just posted. Okay, Masraoui waiting for Man United. He wants to move, and his agent Pimenta is still in talks for both Masraoui and Matis Delict. All depends on Wan-Bissaka now. Yeah, so I think we probably will be hearing something this upcoming week. We might hear something maybe even tomorrow. Like once Wan-Bissaka leaves, I think we'll hear 100% like Masraoui coming in. It's just about, and the same goes with the Ligt as well. Maybe like I don't know if they're waiting for if maybe Lindelöf goes or just because the still valuation in terms of price isn't there yet. Ravi asked, have Man United sold any players? Yes, we've sold 3 players already. But we need to sell more. Also forgot to mention, okay, Ahmad, I think didn't have the best of game, but still looked all right. Rashi, good assist, but wasn't like I wasn't blown away by any means. Um, and that's kind of that. Euro, I really hope that he's not going to be injured for a long time. I hope it was just more so precaution. So for me, I don't even want, because we have the next preseason game that's going to be played this um, Thursday. Technically, it will be Wednesday night for the US people, but for us that live like, here in Norway, UK, whatever, it'll then be um, Thursday morning. And since I'm starting work tomorrow, I cannot sit up late and watch that game either. We'll just have to watch it when we come home from work. But I would expect us to have a Euro and a Hojlund just sit that game out. I don't even want to force them back. Like, nah, nah. Be smart. Be smart. Would you sell Hannibal? I would do Europe. Just any money we can get from Hannibal, just sell. He didn't have the best of loan spell to Sevilla during January like this past season. It is what it is. I just feel like we have to move on and keep it moving, keep it stepping. Literally, that's what we gotta do. Keep it stepping and move on. You know. Matchups from this game. Which players were missed by Man United? I definitely missed having a Kobe Mano for sure, 100%. Um, Dallo would have been great on that right, 100%. Yeah, maybe Ganacho to make a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, but we have to get some more Sundays in. Like I wasn't super gassed about it. Delict, bring him in. Just give me the light. Just bring him in. Bring him in. First and foremost, the song will slap. Number one. Number two, or number one technically is the depth. Number two is gonna be the song. But yeah, we need it because we can't be solely having a Euro playing so many games. Like no. You need to be able to develop. Have him play some games. Have him not play. You know what I'm saying? It should be. We should be smart. Is what I'm saying. Betis next, then Cook, Liverpool, then City. Hey, we'll see. How bad is Euro's injury? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Hey, then could be a precaution. That's kind of what people are saying, Mustafa. So 100% that can be the case. But we have to wait and see. Licha might not play much. Yeah, that's something that we have to take into play. That's why I kind of would want Luke Shaw to play more as a left center back instead of him really being a left back. You know, you have to be smart. Pick up Terrence as Euro looks good. Yeah, there were one moment where he early on in the first half did give away a bad pass, but he was good with recovering it. So it's like there's a lot of pressure on the kid, 100%. But I believe that there's something there, but I do think that we have to nurture it properly. Yeah, Ravi, I did see Said's vlog. He's doing wonderful content. National asked what's coming up on this channel in the next few days. Ooh, so technically I've been planning it'll be 4 streams this upcoming week because I got work. Going back to my job tomorrow. Summer is over. So I kind of have to sort out how this work schedule will be. But there will be a transfer show, that's for sure, on Tuesday because tomorrow, since the first day at work, I want to take a break when I come home. But transfer show on Tuesday. We will be doing a reaction, of course, for Man United versus Real Betis on Thursday. On Saturday, I'm planning to do a football bingo, and then Sunday we'll do a reaction for Man United versus Liverpool. But they'll be more so during the afternoon, nighttime, because that's just how it's gonna be. Question: is everything not good enough in the distribution game time amongst the young players? I would say to some extent, yeah. I mean, he's given Ganacho hell a lot of game time, right? Maybe sometimes a bit too much. I think he can be better at, you know, rotating more. Also, Kabimeno got a proper chance as well. Would have played way earlier hadn't it been for that injury that he sustained, during the Real Madrid preseason game last year. So I think the next up it looks to be probably Toby Collier, and then we might see maybe Harry MS, probably Ethan Wheatley as well. But Toby Collier, I think definitely is the next one up. What do you work? Where do you work? Are you a nurse? I'm not a nurse. I work at a school, more so closer with certain kids, helping them out socially and stuff like that at the school, helping them out, making sure that they are actually having proper good school days. That's kind of what I do. So I'm not a teacher. I just am more so like kind of like an advisor, but not really. There's a title in it in Norwegian, but it's a bit too difficult to kind of translate that into English, if that makes sense. But yeah, can we trust these fan channels who click pictures with players? A lot of them, yeah. I mean, I don't know who you're referring to, but yeah, you can definitely trust a lot of them. I mean, they're fans overall. At the end of the day, they're not, There's a lot. I watch a lot. I'm also a viewer and a fan of a lot of these fan channels. The United View, of course. Saeed TV does wonderful. The Big Six that be having different, you know, um, fans from different football clubs. Never Foul. Like there's so the Big Six bands. There's so many. So I personally am a big fan of a lot of the different fan channels out around Mina football. Yeah, they're out there. Big up. So just because they, maybe be taking pictures with fellow with players doesn't take away them being fans. I don't know. Matisse is funny, man. Next week we got to beat Liverpool. I mean, we have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Anything else to mention? Ryan asks, will Wheatley break through to first team this season? First team. The squad? Yeah, but like he won't be like a first team starter. I'll probably rotate a little bit here and there, more so like in a Carabao Cup, maybe some Europa League games. We probably will see him a bit more. I think the kid is still very raw though. Still very raw. But you never know. Mustafa says, Norway hopefully to qualify 2026 World Cup. We better. If we don't, then I personally give up. I will be giving up if we don't. Because then I have no idea. Like, what do we do then? You know what I'm saying? What do we do then? Keep getting the likes up, everybody. We got 13 likes. I think we can do better than that. Let's try to get the likes up till 20 at least. We can do that, right? We can do that. I think we can. But yeah, like I said, several. Oh, and I didn't mention Sancho. I think looked all right when he came in. It looked all right. So I wouldn't be opposed to keeping him, but if you do go to a PSG for a certain fee, I'm not gonna sit there and be annoyed by that. Like, we'll take it. But there are definitely other players that I'm like, you gotta go, such as Anthony, who is a one-trick pony, doesn't add anything. I just get annoyed when I see Anthony's face. That's where I'm at this point. I just am. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I cannot. He has to go. He has to go. Mount looked good, looked okay, but he won't start against Fulham in 3 weeks. I don't think so. He'll be on the bench. He'll come in maybe a few minutes here and there, but who decided to spend 100 million on Anthony? The thing is, though, the scouts were telling the board that, hey, we've seen him. We don't think he's worth more than 20 million. So our scouts said this, but the board decided to still spend 90-ish plus million, close to 100 million for no reason. And probably, technically, we might have maybe even got him for 50 million. Even that is still much if he would have just gone in earlier on in the window. But since we ended up going so late in that transfer window, we got him for much more, which was dumb. Very dumb. I would have loved to have gotten the Kudus instead, but here we are. Will be disappointed if we over rely on Euro and Maino. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say I'd be disappointed, but I would be. The thing is, though, even Maino needs also to get a break. He needs some rotation as well. That's why we have to not just get in another center back, such as the likes of the Ligt. We also do need to get in some more midfielders as well. So somebody that can do a similar role to a Maino has to help him out, because that will also help out his development when he doesn't have to play so many games. I don't want us to do kind of the mistakes that we've seen with Barcelona done with the Pedri and a Gavi, where they've completely overplayed them. And you also see them heavily being overplayed for their national teams as well. I don't want us to be doing that. You see with Saka as well, like he's incredible for Arsenal, but he plays a lot of games. Guy needs to rest. You need somebody to challenge him as well, He go both ways. Ryan is concerning that the debt would still remains at the club. Problem selling team went on high wages. I agree. That's what you get for incompetence from the top in previous years. Oh yeah. We are basically kind of reaping, the what should I say, the bad decisions from the past, unfortunately, with the likes such as, Ed Woodward. So that is just something that we have to hold until we get rid of that mindset. Pick up Donna. Should Anthony move the spinner? I couldn't give a toss. Just give me the money and he could go whatever. I do not care. Will Garnacho play more next season? He needs to have a rest a little bit, him as well. I don't want him to play as much as he did this past season, so I hope not. Should there be no inquiry into Anthony Price by Ineos? There gotta be something, but I just don't know. It was good to chat with you yesterday. You respected me more than anyone else when I go for Collins. Did I? Yeah. No problem. But I do wonder when you're gonna stop the Donna Cullen gimmick, though. Isn't it boring though yet? Isn't it? I think it's a bit boring now. Aren't we a bit too grown for it? How old are you, Donna? Match says, when do Norway play in the Euro 2025 playoffs? And when the time comes, will he be covering them? Oh, yeah, I will 100% be covering them. I'm pretty sure. I think there will be some. Technically, there's some Nations League games, I believe, that will be during like September, October, I think. Is my stream lagging? Oh, might be. I just like restarted my computer and all of that. But okay, maybe I'll close this tab. Is this better? Could be my computer. It's not overheated, so I don't know. Internet looks to be good. Interesting. It could, if it's lagging, then rather it could actually be YouTube. It could be YouTube. So I would advise you to refresh. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, the match and I 100% will be covering Norway games for sure. Yeah. Ryan says the transfer coming in will now depend on sales, and I'm not sure we can sell enough to get the required players needed for the squad. The quality of the squad is overall so weak. I hear you. The thing is, though, we are like Wan-Bissaka is the next one up. I know Victor Lindelöf as well. Those two. Looks to be maybe Sancho probably will be going as well. Um, and then a McTominay, maybe. But I know that Fulham is trying to kind of sort out the whole Emil Smith Rowe from Arsenal. But I still really hope that they can go in for McTominay as well. So that's 4 players. You need to get Hannibal out of here as well. I would love to get a Maguire out, but it looks to be he probably might be staying one more season. Maybe just run his contract. I don't even know. If you just want to sit there and rotting on the bench, then be my guest. But I don't want him to like be even one of the options. Like that's how tired I am of like some of these players because I just feel like it just embodies the the negative, times that we've had at Man United for the past 10, 11 years is tiring at this stage. Craig says Masraoui deal has a verbal agreement, 21 million transfer fee. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. But yeah, we have to wait and see though. It's not fully done yet. It also has a big to do with Wan-Bissaka leaving. It isn't lagging. Okay, great. Good. Also, your sound is breaking up slightly. Could be YouTube, or it could be StreamYard as well. Rise says, but it's the waiting game. There's only a few weeks left until the season begins. Time isn't on our side anymore. I don't think it's as bad. To be fair, though, we've already gotten 2 players in. We need to get more. 100%. I would have maybe expected us to get a bit more in, just because of how Ineos was so quick with the Xerxes and the Euro deal. But I think it also has to do with players needing to leave as well, like you mentioned, Ryan. So we have to make sure that we sort that out so we can hence then get more players in. I forgot Anthony existed until the chat brought him up. Broski, Anthony, I cannot. I just, if he's still here, which looks to be that will be the case, I need to make sure that this upcoming season, I want to see him as rarely as possible. I don't want to see him play. I don't want to. Let me have an Ahmad. Let me have a Snap. Anybody else but Anthony. Do you think United pick up enough points in away games? I mean, it's a bit too difficult to answer that right now. We have to wait and see. Martial has already left Ravi. When will, I mean, technically, both him and Varane left because the contract went out. When will the likes of Garnacho, Bruno, Maino, Licha be integrated back into the squad? Oh, that probably will be. I think we won't see them until the Community Shield, which is in about what, 2 weeks from now. Yeah. Bring yourself is never boring. Donna Cullen is my existence that I was born with. It's like how you can't stop being miss. Okay, get out of here. You are an imposter, and one day we shall find out your true identity. Anthony has to be the worst signing in recent memory. He is definitely up there. John said, "Is it true Arsenal winger I You almost got me, Jonathan. You almost got me. Oh, I've been waiting, thinking, when was that? Jonathan? You dumbass. You thought you got me, huh? Wow. At least try the like, broski. Where are the capital letters? If you're gonna send me with that type of name, at least make sure that you have capital letters. Broski. Oh, you were taking a piss. Imagine that Donna Cullen has spoken on a few. Yeah, I mean, we had Donna Cullen on the stream yesterday, but it wasn't the real voice. So I am the real. No, you're not. I'm more real than clean financial records of Manchester City. Whoo! Touche. United need to pick up good points away from home. Teams ain't scared of United anymore. I mean, of course, but we have to 100%. We need to make sure we get our at home check in place because first season on the Ten Hag home record was amazing. Second, wasn't that good. So, yeah. Now I'm sorry. That comment there from Jonathan really, nah, that's a funny comment. Gonna see if there's any update on the Masraoui. It was my real, of course it was Donna. Need to start the season quick and find some momentum from the outside. 100%. We 100%. We have to. We have to wait. Stuff needs to happen. It needs to be smooth sailing. Mike Hunt's a promising young talent that United. Oh, a talent that United has scouted. Okay, haven't heard about him before, but okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I haven't heard anything more. Yeah, we probably will be hearing like full on once the Wan-Bissaka thing happens. I think that's when we will be hearing Masraoui coming in. Do you like the away shirt? Oh, 100%. I need to get my hands on the new away kit. That is so nice. I like it. I like it 100%. Oh my God. UDD District just posted 15 minutes ago on Twitter, reported by from Paul Hist, reporter for Times Sports, says Ten Hag left the SoFi Stadium last night concerned that Lenior will be out for a considerable period because of the muscle injury that he suffered in the match. I didn't even know that that was a muscle injury. That's not good news. Yeah, we are cursed. I believe that Man United, we are cursed. We 100% are cursed. We have to now. We have to make sure that we get the lick happening. We have to. I mean, same agent as Masraoui, make it happen. And make it happen ASAP. I really hope that we can make it happen before the US tour ends. Wait. Oh, Sofia, you fell for the Mike Hunt. I fell. Hey. Oh, damn it. Matt Carroll, you got me, man. Nah, y'all gotta stop. I see you, Rav. Y'all, nah. We are not gonna make this a thing where you gonna get me. At least I didn't say that I know this player or something. That would be mad if I said, yeah, I know a Mike. Jeez, man. You got me. Machina says Masarai will be a good addition. The thing is, I'm a bit concerned with the injury record, though. I am a little bit concerned. I was sounding crystal clear, wasn't I? Why you said it's not my real voice? This sounded very robotic. But hey, the issue I have here is I question why Euro even started last night. He barely trained. It's not a curse if a player is starting when not fully fit. It was more like 50% training session is what I heard. But I mean, he did also play the first half against Rangers and he played very well there, so it wasn't really an issue. I don't know, man. Common sense has to prevail in managing players' minutes 100%. 100%. That is true. That is true. Have to make that crystal clear. But what do you guys think? Is Masraoui an upgrade on Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Because I just feel like with Masraoui, the injuries is a big concern for me, though. If you're not going to be fully available, that is concerning. That is very much concerning. So that makes me a little bit like, ooh, you know? But, overall, if he could stay fit, then I would say yeah. 100%, I would say yeah. But I do hear with what some people are saying, like with what Wan-Bissaka offers. But the thing with Wan-Bissaka is defensively, especially when it comes to 1v1 defending, tackles, all of that, great. Sometimes when it comes to the defensive awareness, And going forward, he can have those occasional moments where he can be like, "Ooh, is that Wambi?" But then overall, it's a bit like he just looks kind of like Bambi on ice. Sometimes I'd be calling him Wambi on ice because he kind of looks like Bambi. You know? I don't know. Sophia, as long as Maguire is at the club, injuries won't go away. It will increase. I mean, I don't know if that has to necessarily do with Maguire. That goes with a lot of players. He's an upgrade. Me, that got him meme after you're saying that name. Oh hell no! Imagine somebody get me clip from saying that. Yeah, I better not see myself being clipped like that. I'm not too sure if he's an upgrade. If I'm honest, I'm confused why we're selling Aaron Bissaka. If we want to go further from where we want to play football, then I just don't think Wan-Bissaka is it, in my opinion. But I hear you. As I said, I think it's good, not great option to sign. And that's a good point. Can VNR coaching help Aaron Wan-Bissaka get better going forward? I think we're kind of past that, though. I think and he wants to go. We want him to go. And Masraoui, as this thing stands right now, former Ten Hag graduate, we can say, played under that infamous Ajax team, reached the semifinal of the Champions League back in 2019, even though they got slapped up to Spurs in that semifinal, but still had a good campaign going there. I think they might have even beaten Real Madrid in that campaign as well, if I remember correctly. But it feels like that will be the case. We will be getting, and I've actually wanted the Masraoui before, but then I'd be like, And then the Ligt, I was gassed about him years ago, but then I've kind of felt like the stock's just gone out of the window. But I think I may be warmed up a little bit to that option now. The medical team needs second 100%. We've gotten some physios out, but we still have like Arsenal's former medical doctor. I think he's still at the club. So yeah, players gotta go. Yeah, players gotta go indeed. Yeah, but I think we're gonna end it here, guys. It's been a wonderful stream. I appreciate the love, the support, the engagement. Great to see y'all comments. Before you obviously go, before we end, make sure that you like this video and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen. Thank you, Henry, for gifting a Sophia's Football Talk membership, who became the lucky new member of Sophia's Football Talk community membership. Let's see here. That was Philip. Philip became a new member. Big up to you. Welcome. And if the rest of y'all want to become a SFT member, then the link is in the description box. You get a customized badge next to your name, customized emojis, and some perks into call-in shows, as well as exclusive content, which we will be starting very soon. I know I keep saying it, but I do mean it. And once we start having merchandise in the future, you will be getting discounted codes as well. Okay. Well, yeah, big up. I appreciate it. Thank you for gifting that membership, Henry. I could hear Bayern Munich. What name did I say? Huh. Did I say some other name now? Y'all are. I don't know if I said some other name, but maybe. Either way, guys, keep subscribing. We are far away from 3K subscribers. Come on now. Match Channel says member streams will be a good addition to the members perk. That is something that I'm planning to do for sure, but we don't have enough members for me to kind of fully do that just yet. But we will start doing it soon, though. So, yeah. Now I was talking about the name from earlier. Yeah. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I will be taking a break tomorrow. But the thing is, now that the whole Masraoui thing is happening, most likely, if we hear like a here we go or something huge, David Ornstein Bamba, as the streets call it, tomorrow, then I might suddenly go live. But the plan is to do a transfer talk on Tuesday. So break tomorrow, Monday, but we'll be back on Tuesday. And I have to wake up very early tomorrow to go to work. And the subway isn't working, or it doesn't go past kind of my way, if that makes sense, because they're working on they're doing some work on the lines, the subway lines. So I have to take 3 buses to go to work tomorrow. Damn. I'm not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. How's my weekend? Just trying to enjoy the rest few hours I have left of my summer break. Hopefully, you guys have had a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday or maybe tomorrow. But peace out, everybody. Like on your way out, and see you tomorrow or Tuesday. Bye bye.